sing about. So I'll throw it in. Something. The clock is ticking and time to start the show. What time it ends, we just don't know. Hopefully Mrs. Dufresne doesn't wake up. Oh, Mrs. Dufresne. Once in your turn, we're all happy friends. And all together the fun never ends. So stick around and watch with us. It's the After Show Chat.
Get your butt to bed, Harold Dufresne.
Oh, rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Oh, rubber ducky, I'm so fond of you. Oh, boo-boo-boo-doo. Oh, wait. I'm not really taking a bath. But you know what you are doing? You're watching After Show Chat. I'm Harold Dufresne, and I'm angry.
Thank you.
I'm Harold Dufresne, and I'm an actor and play angry. I'm not that angry. I had a great weekend, honestly. There's a few things.
Clickbait.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just a
Right
few
away,
things.
too. Right away.
Just a few
Good
things.
are here. I'm not angry.
It was really a good weekend for Harold Dufresne. I hope everybody else had a good weekend.
Hell
too.
yeah.
And I know Gene and Ramona was a little angry too because they sent me a picture. I don't want to say maybe Gene wants to talk about it later on too, but that made me angry too. But anyway, I really had for sure. I really had a good weekend. There's just a couple of things that teed me off this weekend. So we'll talk about that. That'll be my rants for tonight. But we got a great, awesome show. Now, look, gang, we didn't announce this last time, but next week is WrestleMania weekend.
Oh.
So, and don't get so disappointed, Ramon. And certain people will be celebrating 420 night that has to go to a special party for 420. So in celebration of 420 and WrestleMania weekend, we are going to be taking a small little spring, not even a spring, I won't call it, I'll just call it a WrestleMania /420 break. There we go. What about I call it?
Okay, it really rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's really, believe me, it's not for Easter. It's because,
I know, yeah, it is WrestleMania 420 only.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, because if you don't know, a few years ago, I tried to do a show while watching WrestleMania, and while WrestleMania was on.
It was legendary how little he was paying attention, because that's hard. You got, if you want to watch something else, don't be on the show.
Well, thanks a lot. All right, well, I'm leaving. I'm not watching. I'm not watching Nicky Deuce that's playing for the third time on my TV.
Oh yeah, I know, you're definitely rewatching that a lot of times.
I have some people who give me suggestions for other movie nights, but anyway, gang. Let's do an introduction so we can get on, so we can start off with this awesome show tonight. Vanita's in the house. Vanita's in the house. Now look, John. Well, John, I admit I am a heathen, and I will not.
Oh yeah, right, proud heathen.
I will not participate in this either. Even though I'm going to I guess it would be Easter party next weekend. I'll just call it a seafood boil party with people.
A non-affiliated seafood boil party.
That we're gonna play eggs games with, but I'm going to a party next week.
What's the name of that egg game? That specific egg game?
Egg pocking. And I'll show. Remind me, we'll show a video of.
Yeah, we got to talk about it later because I was really blown away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course, Harold.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time when you're doing those egg games, I want you to have head games by foreigners stuck in your head, but you got to sing egg games.
Oh, egg games! Tell me, baby, egg game. Oh, now I'm always gonna be singing now, Ramon. You got it perfect. It don't take much to put a bug in my ear. Don't take much to put a bug in my ear. That's it. I'm gonna be singing that all week. Mrs. D's really gonna be upset now. Egg.
I'm sorry. I apologize to her in advance. But as soon as I heard about the egg games, I heard about the egg games like weeks ago. And I was like, egg games immediately.
I agree, Allison, that the candy sales are for everyone for Easter. I do.
Yes.
I try to resist, but
I know.
I bought some. I fell into the trap. I bought some candy at Walmart the other night. Some little mini blow pops that come like little bitty pieces.
I like those.
Yeah, they're good. So gang, hey, Paul Duck Tucker, quack, 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 quack. Yes, in case somebody knows, I got, I'm a mover and shaker. I go get recognized everywhere now, So I got invited to a party next week due to my food reviews on and it's not at Paul Duck Tucker's house. It's at shout out to Lynn Perry and Mickey Bourgeois Senior, who invited me and Mrs. D to their gathering of egg games.
Gathering of the eggalos.
And crawfish oil. Yeah. And ham. And all kind of other goodies.
Oh, ham. You didn't mention the ham.
Ham?
Gene, I didn't mention a lot of stuff, but I'll send pictures.
No, you better send it to the group, please.
I will. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's continue on. Jen Huff's in the house. Nate is in the house, I guess, from last week.
Yeah,
Nate moving and shaking. I see Nate all over town now. Boy, he's posting those pictures. He's going all over. John W. Davis, he has sent us something. We're gonna play later. I just listened to it. It is good. I'm gonna explain the thing too. We're gonna listen to that in a little bit too. Paul Duck Tucker's in the house. Welcome, Paul Duck Tucker. I have a rant later on. Not about you, Paul Duck Tucker, but about a restaurant.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
no, Paul Duck Tucker's our friend. Allison Perry's in the house. I hope I meet up with. I hope one day. I hope I'm in a restaurant one day and I'm just walking in and I hear a voice. Hey, Harold Dufresne, and I look around. It's me, Paul Duck Tucker. Quack quack.
Yeah.
Oh, I love.
You got to do the quacking in that situation, Harold. That's a sign of respect.
Absolutely.
No, I want him to do it. I want him to.
Well, we want a lot of things in life, Harold, but you can't always get what you like, okay?
I know. I just want him to come up to me one day and not even say, hey, Harold Dufresne. I just want him to come behind me in my back and go like that. Quack, 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 right in my ear. And I'm going to be like, oh, wait.
And then he disappears.
Yeah.
I know that's it.
And he'll be sitting behind me in a boot. He'll be sitting behind me in a boot and just always be quacking. Quack, 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 quack. Who is that?
Ow.
What they said? HD, the Raging K. Oh, HD, the Raging K.
Sorry if you are watching me with my pained faces. My thumb has been hurting all day for no reason.
Wow.
And now I'm like kind of finding the reason.
Wow. I was live on the air.
I'm in the air.
Ow. Ow.
Well, maybe I will have to bring Blaze. Oh, I got some funny stories about
Bring Blaze to Jellystone.
Yeah. Mother Teresa in the house. Mother Teresa the one says, I know that she's in the house. Don't worry, Mother Teresa. We know you're in the house. You're in Angelo's house too.
We need a Blaze and
it's your house. There. If you live there, it's your house. It's not only Angelo's house, it's your house.
It's the house.
Mother Teresa. I mean, I already said that. Doughboy of Doom's in the house. Yes, Doughboy of Doom. Doughboy of Doom, I always thank you for letting me tag you. Appreciate it.
You start calling him Dodd?
Did I say Vanita? Yeah, I said Vanita. Gene 665. When did we make it? When did we make it Gene 664? But right now we have Gene 665. I hope Travis. We're gonna hear from Travis in a little bit. Yeah. Thanks for showing the love there, Travis. Because I'm so angry. Lightning's come out on my head right now.
I know, all around. So.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody.
And the Secret Watchers.
Secret Watchers. I don't see Steve in there. Steve Templar. Maybe they took a little bit. He sometimes,
I know that he has been going to bed earlier lately.
And, yeah, he has been to bed. And a lot of times if Jen's not home, he can't comment. You know, I
Yeah,
know
that's true sometimes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Templars, we know you're out there and we love you.
if he's watching,
Whether you're here or not.
I'll give a shout out to Steve.
Always.
All right.
You good? You bit your lip from that beer? Oh, what are you eating?
Jerky.
You always talk about not eating. What are you chewing on? You bit your lip.
No, I've been into something hard. I don't know.
I love that. Oh, look at Harold. Can you blow yourself up again?
Oh, that's Angelo who does that.
Look at this beautiful. This is like a 9 Inch Nails album with the background, and then it has those lowercase letters up in the corner.
Oh, yeah, it says ASC.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
that.
it's like red. It looks like red steel, like, and then there's like white crack in the middle, lightning. He's angry.
That's custom made. That is a background. I looked up angry background on Canva, and that red came up.
There it is.
And then lightning came on another picture. So I took the background off the lightning and added it to that red background to make it look good. And then the after show chat, little in small right here, Ramona, where you were talking about, I'm using their backgrounds. So I got to add a little text box so they can let me download it. Because if you just try to download it without adding it,
Can I tell you? Can I give you a tip?
Please.
Put it in the background. You can still download it, and you won't be able to see the text box.
Oh.
But I like that ASC.
I like it too.
No, but that's what I always do when I do.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just put it in the background. They don't know the difference.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Oh, and I forgot about None Your Business. None Your Business in the house too. I forgot to mention None Your Business. All right, gang. So we got a great show tonight. Again, I had a good weekend. I had a bad meal today, but guess what? It made a good video, and that video is blowing up the review we did. Oh. And I told Gene I just picked up how many subscribers in that 10 subscribers just in that one video. And gang, listen, let me tell you this story. We were at the casino last night, and me and Mrs. D is sitting down playing video because I lost some blank. Long story short, but
excuse me. Hold on, you forgot about Krista.
Oh, Krista's in the house. I said Travis. I said Travis is coming with. Yeah, I read Travis was doing. I'm so sorry, Krista. It's because I'm trying to do. It's because I'm trying to do this without these. Okay, and I'm doing my best. I don't want to put these on this show. No, shame on me. I'm so disappointed in myself. Now I'm really angry.
Getting angry again. I'm sorry to interrupt. Please resume.
No, I'm glad you did interrupt. Me and Mrs. Deuce last night was at the casino in Mississippi playing a little video poker because I lost my allowed money on the blackjack table. So I was just sitting playing a quarter at a time on the video poker machine, drinking beer for free. And my wife sees a lady on the side of her. She says, I don't want to mention the lady's name. Well, you know what? She watched the show.
Harold.
She said, Harold, is that Cindy? And I looked. I said, no, that ain't Cindy. I don't think that's Cindy. You know, her old friend Cindy from school. And I said, maybe it is Cindy. I haven't seen Cindy for a long time. No. I haven't seen Cindy since she worked at Spencer's at the Esplanade Mall. But anyway, that's another story. I brought that up last night, and she got kind of mad at me. Yeah, but anyway.
Yes, Allison, you're right. He's gonna mention her name.
Well, that's how HD does it. That's how HD does it.
She's lucky it wasn't the address and everything.
I know, right? And what high school she graduated? What year she graduated high school?
Yeah. You want to know where she works? She graduated with me, but anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, that's besides the point. Yeah, she lives in Folsom. But anyway,
great.
Anyway, so my wife said, Cindy, your name's Cindy? And she looked, she said, yeah, my name's Cindy. And she didn't recognize it at first, because, even though I did change in appearance, I don't know, she, looked like she had a rough life. But anyway, so, we start talking. I said, boy, the last time I remember the last time I ever saw you worked at Spencer's at the Esplanade Mall. Oh, don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. come to find out, she said, then we're talking. And I was like, oh, she said, well, I left a bad marriage. I said, oh, that's a shame, He said, yeah, do you know who I married? I said, no, who you married? And she told me who it was. Now, this is a funny story.
Crazy Joe.
The guy she married is Raymond. I'll say his name, Raymond DeVinci. Anyway.
What was it, Raymond Da Vinci?
DeVinci. Raymond DeVinci.
Oh,
Raymond DeVinci. Now, if you didn't go to South Lafourche, if you didn't go to South Lafourche High School in 1985, there was this famous incident that we had a pep rally.
Oh, no.
And Raymond DeVinci did a Napoleon Dynamite kind of thing before Napoleon Dynamite. Mm-hmm. And he decides to come, and I guess he cleared it with the teacher or whoever, the principal or whatnot. But he's going to give us an exhibition of breakdancing. Right at the pep, just like Napoleon Dynamite would do, with his.
I love that.
And everybody was like, what in the world is Raymond DeVinci doing? And he comes out and does this weird breakdance stuff, and people, like, everybody was just like biting the bullet, like, what the? Like our jaws dropped, and you had the parachute pant, whatever you had. It was just bizarre,
wow.
And then I told that to Cindy. I said, wait, you married Raymond DeVinci? The one who went in the middle of the pep rally and did
You really said that to her?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And she was like, don't talk about that. Oh,
I can't believe it.
Everything he said, she's like, can you stop, please? Like, oh yeah, I worked at Spencer, the dirty card store in the mall.
Yes,
I was
exactly.
like,
yes, I was selling those questionable products at Spencer's. Yes. Hey, Jen, Templars in the house. I just saw. So anyway, I said, I do this. I said, are you coming to our class reunion? And we started. We had a good time. We were just talking.
ow.
And I said, well, you need to subscribe to our channel. And she said, what? I said, you have YouTube on your phone? She said, yeah. So I took her phone. I went and typed in after show chat, and there was our thing. I went to subscribe. She wasn't logged in. And I told her, I said, you need to log in. Here, log in. So I made her log into her YouTube account on her phone. Looks like she never logged into her YouTube account on her phone. She logged in, boom, boom, boom. Log in as Google, Gmail, whatever, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Hit subscribe for her. Bam! Got a subscriber, one more at a time.
Whatever way possible.
I drag him in.
People do that, Harold.
I'm good. Excuse me, everybody. Can you please pass your phones to the front? I will. And open your YouTube apps, please.
Give us a file line. Get your YouTube ready.
Allison, the stories Cindy told, it could really be a country song. Oh my goodness. I don't want to repeat some of those stories, but now look, I'm going to tell you something. Cindy had a big part of me and Mrs. D, and she don't remember this, but Mrs. D, and because of Cindy, we got to get married, because for our wedding day, Mrs. D forgot our marriage license in the house, in our trailer at the time. And she locked the keys in the trailer. And we had no way to get the marriage license. It was wedding day. Mrs. D had to go back with her cousin, and Cindy was with them. And nobody could fit through. They had a window that they could open. Nobody could go through that window. But Cindy went in that window and got the marriage license for us.
Wow, that's a real one right there.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That sounds like someone who'd marry a breakdancer.
I can tell you another story about that too.
Oh,
but anyway.
gosh, I can only imagine. I mean, really, those are kind of tame, probably.
And thanks to Carolyn's cousin, I met Carolyn because Carolyn had just had Jody. Her first husband had passed away. She was pregnant whenever he passed away. And she had Jody. She gave birth to Jody. And it was her first time she had went somewhere since everything, the tragedy that happened with everything. She happened to go to the place I was dealing blackjack, Peanuts Lounge. And classic, Bayou classic. But she went to Peanuts Lounge with her cousin. And I was dealing blackjack, and I did not know her at all. And her cousin left her. She said her cousin left her there because her cousin went with a guy or whatever. Mm-hmm. And poor Mrs. D was just there. Well, at that time it was Mrs. W, Mrs. White. Went, and she was stuck there. And being the gentleman I was, and she was at the blackjack, I said, "I'll give you up." I didn't have a car, tell you the truth. It was Scotty who gave, but we gave her a ride home. The long story short, we gave her a ride home, and we exchanged numbers, and that's the rest. The rest is history. So, all right. Enough about Cindy. All right.
Yeah, thank you for that exhaustive history.
This history, the history of HD and Mrs. D. Been going strong since. All right. I guess it's strong. All right, there we go. Gang, but I'm going to tell you something. The moment I met Cindy at that casino, the first thing she asked me was, "Yo, Harold, what's this Travis I've been hearing about spinning? And please don't tell me it was the same song that Raymond Vincent was breakdancing to at the pep rally." All right, Angelo, hit it. Now it's time for the question everyone's asking. What's Travis spinning? And I'm slipping. My life till now has been filled with doubt. Here I am, Raymond Vincent, breaking, dancing like a man. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Gang, in case everybody's wondering.
Ooh.
I am eating.
Oh yeah, what are you choking on?
Old Trapper beef jerky, and these are called Double Eagle coins.
Wow.
And they're round. Well, this one ain't round because I took a few bites. But normally they're round. You see, they're round beef jerky.
Yeah, it looks like pepperonis made out of beef jerky, kind of.
I bought this at Love's Truck Stop because I loves Truck Stop. But $22 a bag, but you get 21 ounces, and that's a lot of beef jerky. Honestly, I figured out the other jerky was $6 an ounce. So if I would have bought the other jerky, it would have been $136. But this only cost me $22. Delicious. And then I had a smart comment this week too. I went to a farmer's market. I bought this one, Uncle Paul's.
Look at that, Uncle Paul. Doesn't that look like that's one of Harold's characters?
Yes, and that's what Gene so rudely said. That looks like one of your characters on the show. Uncle Paul.
Rude. That's a high compliment to everyone involved.
Hey, it's Uncle Paul here. Let me tell you, Uncle Paul make the best beef jerky in town. It's homemade beef jerky. Ooh. Now they get you. I went to that farmer's market, and they give you samples, and the guy says, "I gotta warn you, everybody who tries a sample buys a bag. So now you're stuck. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Everybody who tries a sample of Uncle Paul. So Uncle Paul tells me, everybody who tries a sample buys my beef jerky. Well, yeah, now the pressure's on. Now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try your beef jerky and say, no, that sucks. I don't want a bag of this. No, I'm committed. Then I tried one. That's it. That's a good marketing ploy right there. I'm telling you, if you try my burrito sample, everybody buys a 12-pack of burritos from me. Now you're stuck, Now, or if you don't, the next time you say, everybody who tries a sample of my beef jerky buys a bag, except that bozo that just left in that after show chat shirt a while ago. All right. I'm going to talk more about that farmer's market, too. That's
Well, I'm jealous of your jerky. Although I agree with what Nate says. Rounded tooth chippers. That's what he called those. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I only got one side that's even usable, and I got to be careful. It's probably not a good choice.
I've been into something on this side, and it didn't break the tooth. But like whenever you bite into something hard, like it's always sensitive after for a good while. It kind of heals itself, and that's what happened on that side. I could be chewing bubble gum, and it's soft bubble gum, and it's still sensitive. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But enough about Uncle Paul. Let's find out. Yeah, let's find out what a real music lover, music expert, may we say, is spinning. Mr. Travis Lawler. I'm glad you're back from your rough work week last weekend there, Travis. Let us know what you're spinning this week, please. Here we go.
Chat gang, it's your buddy Travis again with What's Travis Spinning. This week I'm spinning something a little bit different. It's American Legion by Greg Graffin. It's a solo album, the singer Bad Religion, his first solo album. It's different. He was going through a divorce when he wrote this. It's just him behind a piano and acoustic guitars and just playing all the instruments himself. And it was released in 1997 when he was going through a divorce. So if you like Bad Religion, definitely give it a listen. I didn't like it the first time I listened to it back in 1997 because I was a 17-year-old punk rock kid, and I was like, what the hell is this? But as I've aged, I've grown to appreciate it more, definitely, along with the second solo album, Cold as Clay. And like I said, if you like Bad Religion, if you like Greg Graffin, I suggest you check it out at least once. I'll see you again next week with What's Travis Spinning.
Thank you, brother.
That is a I've listened to that album.
Same.
Ramona, have you listened to it? Yeah.
I've listened to that, and I've listened to the follow-up, Cold as the Clay.
Me too.
And the backup band on that is the Weaker Thans.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Good solo albums from Mr. Graffin.
Yes.
Very sad and but great.
Yeah, I like I forgot all about that. That's the follow up there.
I know.
Yes, I forgot all about that.
They're both amazing.
Yes, and you know what? Unlike Travis, who it took him a while. It took him a while to get into it. I liked it because it was so different than Bad Religion that I got into it almost immediately. And you know what? I'm glad Travis is spinning this because I completely forgot about these albums, honestly. And I got all the Bad Religion albums on my playlist, my cool list, I call it, my cool.
Yeah, your cool list.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put these two out. I'm gonna put the because I've got to listen to these again.
They're good.
Yeah,
they're good. You got to be in the mood for it. But he has such a great voice. He has that beautiful, gravelly voice, and to hear him do some like softer stuff was really nice.
It is.
Yeah.
Want to know my favorite? My favorite Greg Graffin song. May I play it?
Sure.
It's a duet. It's a duet with Joan Jett.
Oh, I don't even know this one.
Oh, because Ramona HD is a punk rocker.
I know it.
I don't know how. But anyway, I'm just joking. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Toot toot. But here's a
I can't.
Here is my favorite Greg Graffin.
Who has never said a word starts to sing. When the little bluebell at the bottom of the dell starts to ring.
Is it the song from? Is this the song that she sings in Tank Girl? Let's see. It totally is.
Do it, the bees
Yes.
do it. The bees do it. Let's all
I know.
love.
Look, me and Jen Huff both were like, "Is this Tank Girl?" We're just like the same person with some of this. You know what I mean?
They
But she did like a jazzier version, more like the original.
I enjoyed that song.
Yeah, that was fun.
I enjoyed that song. I like when they go out of their comfort level and do stuff. You know, it's always fun. It's always fun. Thank you so much, Travis. I will be listening to that. I have it. Search for it. I have it up there. I will be listening to those solo albums. Definitely gonna listen to them. Well, that's why I love what's Travis spinning. Travis reminds me so much a lot of times of stuff, and go back and listen and just brings back memories, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So oh, that's great. That's great. That's good stuff, is what they say. That's some good stuff there, Uncle Paul. That beef jerky is good stuff. Quack, 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 quack. Oh, is that Paul Tucker? Oh, what is that? So I went to a farmer's market, boy, and they had this lady selling pickled veggies. And I said, how much are they? I tried, sample. They had all the little samples out, so I was trying all the samples, So they're obligated. I'm eating all their samples. I got to buy one jar. So I bought a jar. I forgot which jar I bought. The pickled corn relish I bought. Pickled corn relish it was. Or pickled corn salad. It was good.
That sounds awesome.
It was. Gene, I'm good. Me and Lexi will be doing a review of all this stuff.
I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
That sounds pickled corn salad. That sounds
Yes.
good.
Oh, it was good. So I said, I'm gonna buy it. How much is it? $10. I said, Carolyn said, that's kind of steep, but I've been eating these samples. I feel obligated when I go try people's samples. I gotta buy something. I'm not this guy who's gonna go eat all their samples and just walk away. I gotta invest, So the lady says, oh, you like that? I said, yeah. She said, well, if you buy another one, something else, you get a third jar free. And I said, what? I get a third jar free if I buy another one? Yeah, you buy 2 for $20. I'm gonna throw in another one.
Ooh, where they at, Harold?
So I said, okay, that sounds good. She says, and the deals don't. No, she did say the deals don't stop. But she said, and if you buy 2 and get the third free, I throw in a jar of dill pickles. And I said, wait. I said, if I buy one more for $10, I'm in 20. I get a free one of my choice. Hey, Steve, I get a free one of my choice, and you're going to throw in a dill pickle? I said, count me in. I'm all in there. Here's another 10. So I got pickled corn salad, pickled red onions, which were good. I got pickled green beans, and I got my free jar of dill pickles. 4 for $20.
Oh, it sounds so good. They all sound awesome.
Oh, and they all tasted awesome. Make sure to try them all. And then I did try the green beans. That's the only one I did try. She didn't have the sample. She said, and I said, what now? My goodness, lady, you're giving me the house over here. What are you going to give me next? Your car? Buy another one? You're going to give me your vehicle? No, she said, if you bring back the jars, I'll give you another jar of free dill pickles. I said, wait, if I bring back the empty jars, you're going to give me a free bag? She said, yeah. I said, wow, are we always throwing away our jar? She said, and if you bring me any jar.
Wow, all jars. Wow, she said, bring me your jars.
Bring me your jars. She said, it's cheaper to give you a free thing of pickle than me go and buy some jars.
Yeah, I believe that. That's really cool and smart. Wow.
So she got a customer. We're gonna be doing these reviews.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you see, I had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. Until I got a message. Until I got a response on my book that's a Facebook.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Here goes my rant.
Oh, yay.
Here comes my freaking rant.
Where's that
I'm minding my own business. Now, look, the Tupelo Elvis Festival's coming up. I'm going to tell y'all something. They used to have it in the big arena, a lot of seating, you know, good. If you're a member of the Tupelo Elvis Festival, you got free tickets, which I loved. Okay, I loved it. But I realized that's not good business, okay? So I realized they took away that privilege. If you're a member of the Tupelo Elvis Festival Club now, you don't get free tickets this year. I understand.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Gene, you're right. I'm pretending like it don't upset me, but believe me,
I'm sorry for my reaction.
It really upset me. Okay,
Ooh, that upset me.
Yeah. So guess who's not a member of the Tupelo Elvis Festival fan club anymore? This guy. I ain't paying.
Yeah,
him.
why not? What are you getting?
What benefit I got from joining the fan club?
Seriously.
I can't go to your dins. I live in Louisiana.
Your wild raucous part.
Yeah, I can't go to that. So why am I going to be a member if you're not giving me free tickets? But anyway, I understand. Look, those things happen. But they moved to a smaller, little bitty venue. And I'm like, oh man. I told Caroline, I said, what I like about that, I could sit by myself. Nobody, because I hate going to a concert where you're sitting and there's, you're in the middle and you're all cramped. I like to sit by me and Mrs. D by ourselves, hands off. Let me and Mrs. D sit by ourselves. I like going in our big arena where they had a lot of empty seats. But again, I understand probably that arena cost a lot of money. They weren't getting the attendance, so they went to a small venue. And I just kind of said, man, this is, kind of upset. I'm more than saying nothing bad, just like everybody else, I said, man, the bathroom, the place is going to be so small, it's going to be packed. We're going to probably wait in line forever for the bathroom. It's all old people. Whenever they finish between that, the line for the bathrooms would be long. So, kind of voiced my displeasure a little bit, but it wasn't complaining. But like everybody else, put their disappointments out. So then they come up with the show. Now, they used to have a show on Thursdays. So I looked at the schedule. No show on Thursday. It's the contest instead. Yeah, Gene. Yeah, you know how much
I know. I'm like invested in this.
Yeah,
my jaw dropped.
Yeah, I love the Thursday show because there's less crowd and they play the good music because
they play like the deep cuts. Yeah,
they play deep. It's like an Elvis deep cut show. Exactly right. Gene knows. I talked to Gene about this many a time. And I'm like, oh man, no show Thursday. So I just went on there. I said, oh, so there is no show Thursday, just the singing competition, just that talent part. Nobody ever answered me. And I put this up about a month and a half ago. Here comes this fellow. Let's just call him, I'll call him Cody. No, Cody. He was the champion last year of the Elvis tribute artist. Cody. I like Cody. Okay. He was one of my favorite Elvis performers, okay? In fact, here's a picture of me and Cody, if I may show you. Here's a picture of me, Mrs. D, and Cody. To show you, I like Cody. All right? Here's Cody one year, me, Mrs. D, with Cody.
Oh, look at him.
Hold on. Oh, wow, look at him.
He kind of reminds me of Wilmer Valderrama.
Oh, wow, what a little cutie. He's so funny. He looks like he's about to get shaken down in a back alley.
He looks like he came from the set of Nicky Deuce. But anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, furious.
Yeah, he looks like a lounge singer for the Sopranos, when they're going down.
He looks
all right, well, let him rant first if you want to call him cute.
Rant it up.
So, yeah, I mean, I like the guy. I've been watching him for a long time. I met him before at whenever that other jerk, Michael Cullifer, who
that's why I was like waiting for it to be about.
Yeah. So, I like him. Okay. I like him a lot. I even told him, I talked to him a couple of times, and man, I really enjoyed I like that time. I told him, man, you wanted to be, I like you. You play deep tracks. I like you. So I always compliment the dude. And so he won the championship last year. And all of a sudden he comments on my post. Him. And he says, well, how long you been a fan of Elvis? And I'm like, what the heck you talking about, Cody? How long? I'm just asking, is there a Thursday night show? What does this mean that,
He's getting upset.
Yeah, he's getting upset. And he's commenting on other people's posts too, I saw.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, wait a minute. So I wrote back. I said, hey man, I said, what does that comment mean? What does how long I've been an Elvis fan have to do with me asking if there's a show on Thursday night?
What the heck, dude?
Yeah, I said, I got to plan my trip over there. Me and my wife's getting in town. I need to know if I'm going to go early Thursday, if I got to be in there and early. I said, what does that have to do with it? So I waited I waited about 5-6 hours, never responded. So I wrote back. I said, I didn't think so. You know, I said something like that, like, yeah, you're not going to answer me, right? I don't think I didn't think so. You would answer me. I didn't think so.
Gosh.
So I go back last night. I get back in my hotel room after meeting Cindy and having a few beers. I look, and he took off his comment. All right, he deleted his comment.
So, and then it looks like it makes it look like you're like talking to no one.
Yeah,
your comments like out of context.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
So I told Mrs. D today. I said I might have messed up. I told her this morning when we were driving home. I said, I had a few beers in me last night. I wrote a DM to Cody. I said I wrote a direct message. Personal to Mrs. D said, you wrote it anonymously? I said, no, I let him know who I am. I didn't do it anonymously.
No, this is Harold Dufresne.
I know, right? Very.
So do you want to read my message? I'll read my message to him.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Pull it up, Harold.
Rant.
What's that, Angela?
Pull it up, Harold.
I'm not gonna pull it up because I don't want you to see I'll read it, okay?
Okay.
Angela, look, I'm glad you brought the crystal out for this show. Only the classy.
Oh, always. He always has a beautiful goblet. Yeah.
What?
Dude.
Hey, I'm looking at this.
Oh, no, he's just looking real.
Did he respond?
No, I'm looking at my dentist. She has a post.
Your dentist?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. What the heck? She's retired. I'll get that's another rant. My dentist is
right now.
Retiring. I got a letter from my dentist and it got lost in the mail. I saw like in the USPS thing. It was like a letter. I said, hey, I wonder what Dr. Lorraine is writing me a letter for. And now I know she was probably writing a letter and everybody know that she retired. But anyway.
Oh, she retired. Oh.
But now I gotta go. She's my age. I don't know. She's lucky. But anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got an appointment in May. I don't know if I want to go see.
Yeah, and so how fast?
Yeah, don't tell me who you're taking your place. I might not want to go to him. But anyway, so this is what I wrote. Cody, I caught your comment on the Tupelo Elvis Festival page when I asked about if there was a Thursday show or just a contest show. I said, I took it like you were trying to insult me. Okay. So far, so good. I mean, I'm telling you the truth. Yeah. I said, I took it like you were trying to insult me. I said, I support all the tribute artists. And even though I may not go and, excuse the language, even though I may not go and kiss your asses and shake,
he said it.
Kiss your asses and shake your hands or take selfies with you guys, even though I took a picture with them, selfies with you guys, I support and love what you do to keep the spirit of Elvis alive. But if that was meant as an insult, I have no clue why. I have met you before, and me and my wife really enjoy your performances. But I really took it as a personal insult when you commented like that, like I was a schmuck.
Wow. Well,
Harold Dufresne.
When did you send that?
Last night.
I wonder if he'll respond.
No, I bet he don't.
No.
I bet he don't. Hey, that's my truth, and this is my rant. This happened with the Michael Collifer, and if anybody don't know the history, I asked Michael, the Elvis tribute artist, to come on the show. Oh, I'm gonna go. He ghosted me. Just did it. Oh, I'm going. I want to go. Just did it right. Hey, good. I don't care. Now this guy, gang, you guys aren't Elvis.
I know, literally.
You guys, you know what? I'm not even going to call you a tribute artist like you want to be called. No, you're a freaking impersonator. You're no better than Rich Little. You just go out there and maybe have a little voice that you could sing okay and dance like that. Guess what? You ain't Elvis. You ain't no hot stuff. Okay?
I know. Well, that's the problem. You want to start acting big, yeah.
Yes. Don't want to act big. You're not Elvis. You know? And you want to charge big bucks for us to go see you because you could sing like Elvis? No. Do something original. Go make your own freaking music like Ramona. Don't copy people all the time like Harold Dufresne and just write parody songs. I'm no musician, and I don't want to admit to be.
Several original songs here on this show.
Thank you. But
Which means you've written more original songs than these guys.
True. I just don't go in just sing note for note thing. At least I write parody songs and I'm using some kind of brain cells, you know. But that just gets me mad. It's like, you know what? This year we're gonna probably go, but this will probably be my last year. I'm going to this Elvis.
Yeah, it's too bad they're like ruining it. You
yeah,
know?
I'm gonna go to the Tupelo. I'm still gonna go to Tupelo, but I'm not going for the Tupelo Elvis Festival. You know, you want to be jerks, you want to be ugly and everything else. You don't need my money. You don't want screw you. You know, you're charging big bucks. I know what he charges to come like to Louisiana to do a show. He has these festivals. He thinks he's big stuff. He's charging hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Dude, you ain't Elvis. You ain't nobody.
Literally, though.
You ain't nobody. You lose your voice tomorrow, you're gonna be working at McDonald's like the rest.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
That's right. That's right. Break your leg, you won't even be breakdancing like Raymond DeVincent. All right. You see? Well, true, Jen. True. I have written more than Elvis.
I know that Elvis. Jen. He just kind of danced through life, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone just kind of set up the pieces in front of him as he went, you know?
Yeah. And I'm sure Elvis, I mean, maybe he would, but I'm sure Elvis wouldn't be on Facebook commenting on his fans' thing like,
it's pretty hard to put someone like that in the.
Yeah. What about I just became an Elvis fan? There you go. What about I just became an Elvis fan yesterday? What difference does it make how long I've been an Elvis fan?
It's just rude, and it's so unnecessary for what you're talking about.
Yeah, and you think I'm gonna go pay good money to go see an American Idol show where I get losers going try to sing Elvis and they only pick out the good ones? No, I ain't paying no good money to go see a contest. If I want to see that, I'll go to the high school over here to have a talent show next week. I'm gonna go listen to some real talent, not a bunch of people that want to be Elvises.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't tell me.
Ran away.
Ran over. Whew. Thank you.
Loved it. It was good. Unexpected rant.
Thank you.
Oh, you're muted.
Read. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. All right. Oh my goodness. I don't know about that. Look, gang. I'm no, I don't want to even go there. But anyway, let's move on. I have another rant too. I might as well just.
I know you're so angry.
Oh, another rant. I know what was an angry.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
And this one really is not a rant, but it makes me laugh. And let me see. Gene, I think I sent you that one. I hope I could read it. So I put this new review today. Okay.
And Ramona sent you something to show also.
Oh, okay. I don't have my glasses, so
that's okay. I'm just letting you know.
When did you send it, Ramona?
Like 15 minutes ago. I just sent it. I never said anything. I figured we would just get to it. It's that clip of that show I played when we talked about it last week.
Oh, you sent an email or you sent it?
Email.
Oh, okay. I haven't. I'm glad you told me because I don't check my email during the show.
It's a Google Drive.
Okay, I'm gonna do that next. So I put the review up. There's just always this one jerk, and I don't care. I really don't care. Really don't. You know, I think it's funny, but you know how people are. they think they're smart and they want to be smart. So he always says, and it's the same guy. He said, "Man, another video where Harold slaps his food and talks with his mouth full. Close your mouth."
Oh my.
Obnoxious.
This is the first. This ain't the first I had the same kind of comment. So I said, "Hey, thanks for watching. I know you like the way I do." I always tell them the same thing. "Thanks for watching. I know you like it, and that's why I do it for you." That's what I always tell them.
know.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. And then he says, then he comes with a comment, like a suggestion. He said, "Just do a voiceover of footage of your meal, like the good reviewers."
I know that good reviewers. Oh my gosh.
Like the good dude. Like the good reviewers. I know I know who he's referring to. There's a New Orleans reviewer.
Wow.
And he reads the menu and it's so boring. And he has to take every
dry.
Yeah, and he has to eat all his food. He has to show you eat every bit of his food, and he does a voiceover. Dude, this ain't no entertainment. I fast forward through his video. And then you don't give a concrete answer at the end either. So I said, you know what I told this guy?
Oh, Harold.
I said, so don't be unique and different. Obviously, you don't know HD or the vibe of after show chat. If you think HD is normal, then obviously you never met HD's neighbors, Blaze, Flex, and Mr. Muscles.
You're incredible.
Yeah, Harold.
There you go. You think I'm going to do normal stuff, dude? You think I'm normal? You think I'm normal? That's what I told my wife. They think they're going to insult me. Dude, Mrs. D, if I talk with my mouth full, Mrs. D would have let me know 40 years ago. She would have slapped, she would have told me.
Yeah.
He was like a pig, you know.
Really?
You can't insult me. You can't insult me. Whatever you're going to tell me.
All right, please.
Mrs.
It's
D,
you, though. No, I know.
Mrs. D is the roughest critic of mine. Believe you me, if I would do. Then somebody else asked, and I found this was funny. Why does this guy always refer to himself in the third term? Why does he say HD when he's putting up the video and he says HD, HD?
Why are you such a little? Why are you such a little?
I know. It's so fun.
Why are you such a little hater? Why are you so obsessed with Harold?
That's
like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh my goodness, yeah. So,
why don't you go back on there, listen to Harold chew some more? You like?
Yeah.
And then too much. Like,
yeah. And then I just said, I just when they said, oh, why he refers, it is a different person, but he said, why do they refer to himself as HD? And then and somebody commented, because HD is off the rails. I don't know who said that, but they were obvious.
That's a compliment.
You're damn right.
He's off the rails on a crazy
yeah. And then I just said, you know, the channel is after show chat. There's more than one person on after. I'm not giving it. That's how I like to talk. Okay, I like to say HD. You know, that's my style. But I made a stupid comment. I said, there's more than one person on an after show chat. Go watch. There's more than one person. Right? So, but I like to talk. You know me, I talk like HD. It's my style. I say, it's HD.
None of us are questioning you.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know. I just find it funny.
I'm just saying.
I find it funny. All right. And one more rant, and then I'm going to be over.
Okay, that's the anger.
Yeah.
Triple rant.
The triple rant. I went to eat at this restaurant. Now you could go look at the review. The review's doing good. It's I put it up a few hours ago. And it really is doing good. The views for this kind of video for us is doing real good out there. It's up to 618 in a couple of hours, so that's really good for us. 618 for a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours. But anyway, it's really hitting. It's really catching on. It's this hamburger place, and I'm gonna just up and tell you, the hamburger was like $17.50 for me. And I think it was $15 for Mrs. D's smash burger.
What?
Yes. And I knew it was expensive, but I had that 30. I had the app. They buy 15, you get $30 of food. So that's why we went to eat there. But I knew it was going to be expensive. But I want to review it just like it would be full price. That's the honest review. I can't say, oh, it was a good deal because I only paid $15. That ain't a review. You know, you got to say, was it worth the full price? The onion rings were sour. They were terrible. I don't know what in the world they did to these onion rings. I took a bite. I'm like, what in the world? And then Mrs. D hit it. She said, these are sour. It's supposed to be like they marinated in hot sauce, but it wasn't hot. It was sour. And people, the comments are blowing up because people agree with me. I thought people were going to argue with me, you know, because it's the ground beef was flavorless. No seasoning in that ground beef. French fries was like home fries, but they didn't cook them enough. It was like eating a raw potato. And the worst thing is when Mrs. D and myself, and I rant about this on the thing, when we went in that restroom, you know, the man and the other one, the lady, it was a disgusting restroom. My feet were sticking to the floor. It was so disgusting. The toilet, I don't even want to mention, you know what the toilet situation was. Now, my whole rant is, maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree, but if you're charging big bucks, $17 for a hamburger, $15 for a smash burger, and you walk in that bathroom and it's a total wreck, you have no right to be charging high prices. Because you're in a joint by that time, and you should be charging joint prices. Okay? That's my rant.
I agree.
I love when this is one of my favorite things. Did you just unmute it? Or
yeah, you're heard right now.
One of my favorite things is when, because this is like an old school thing. I heard it in like some Tom Waits rant a long time ago. When somebody uses the term joint to express that the place is unclassy and not good. That is like, just because I love it.
Yeah, I always use that term because it is a joint. You know, at the point, you know, it's a joint. I don't mind joint. I don't mind going to a greasy spot.
No, but as you need to pay joint prices and have, thing, you know. Like,
don't charge me $20 at a joint. You know, I'm expecting an $8 burger and fries, a greasy burger and fries. You know, you know, not no 17. The total was like $35. I had to pay an extra $5. Now the service was great. I gave the server a tip. I mean, the server was honest with me. I said, "No, I think I'm gonna try the potato salad." She said, "No. Yeah, no. She said, "Don't get the don't get the potato salad. Nobody ever likes it." Wow. Well, give me the onion rings. Obviously, nobody else likes onion rings either, so I don't know why I should have got the potato salad. Oh well. Oh well. But yeah. So that's Desi Vegas. All right. My daughter said, "Oh, it's good." In the video, I said, "I don't know." I said, "My daughter must have inherited your taste buds, Carolyn, because I don't know what to."
Oh my gosh,
it was no good. All right, gang, got that over with. Let me download this Mona thing. Get my email going. Woo. Sorry, gang, I had to rant a little bit. That was my anger session.
Yeah,
you promised it. We were waiting.
Yeah, I had to get my anger out, and I'll give y'all an update if this Cody guy responds, which I doubt very seriously. I
know. We'll see.
I mean, why would he even? There's no need for him to respond. You know, you don't need Harold Dufresne.
Like ingredients, just
I would like to see if. I didn't do it, but I almost put sent him the picture of me and him together, just so he knows who I am in case he'd ever see me anywhere. But I did it. Send him I mean, he could look at my profile and know who I am. But anyway, all right, I'm downloading it right now, Ramona. All right, now we got it. Okay, I got to do it a certain way. All right, so Ramona, go ahead and explain what took place over here, please.
It was just kind of like a spur of the moment thing. It's like a droney, like indie post rock thing, you know. The bassist I didn't really know, but the sample person and the guitarist are like old friends, and we've played in bands together before. And the guitarist was just like, hey, we're doing this like one-off show, you know, like it's not his band, his regular band. He's just like doing stuff. And he was like, why don't you come through? We're doing like a drone show. Why don't you come through and play the accordion? So I said, okay, because that's like the droniest natural instrument. So it really was like a perfect fit. So I did. And we just like played a little packed basement show, punk rock style. It was awesome. There was 1 million people there, and it was really fun. And we
awesome.
did, one of his originals from his band and 2 Nirvana covers. And that's one of the video is just a little bit of Something in the Way by Nirvana.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
that's really cute. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome. All right, let me play this, and right here, and here it is. And what night was this, Ramona?
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday. Okay. All right, here we go. Can't wait. I haven't seen this. I can't wait. Nice.
It was fun.
Yeah, I bet it was.
And it was a really good set, considering like throwing it together at the last minute. It was like it came off well. It was just
it sounded good. That clip right there was sounded great.
Yeah. We started off with like a little, you know, a droney jam thing. There was like jams between everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like started off, then we did that, then a little more jam, one of his originals, and then a little more jam, and then we closed it with All Apologies.
Nice.
But I didn't get any footage of the All Apologies. I wish they would have took it. It was good.
Oh. I love a basement show. I haven't gone to a punk show.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was really great. And it was really double great because it was at the one kid's, it's their house. So when I was going there, I was under the impression that we were just rehearsing there. And then the show was going to be somewhere else at a second location. And when I got there, I realized the show was going to be there. So it was so fierce that I didn't have to go lug that heavy piece of garbage accordion around to a secondary location. And it was just like night. People just showed up and that was it. It was like
that's
really
awesome.
cool.
I love it. Yeah, I love those type of shows like that. They whenever I used to go to punk shows, that's the kind of show I would just that to me that is a punk show. That is a punk show.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, when you play an arena or whatever,
Yeah,
not really arena.
Pay the venue, get out of here.
Yeah.
I got a house.
Ain't nothing better than a basement show or something like this. And you pass the hat around, put your money in the hat for the band, and buy some merch, and you know it's going right to them. You know, it's just the best. I saw so many great punk bands like that, and I know I told stories before, you know, and everybody has their own stories of going to those basement shows, but it was just like always the best. Get to interact and be with the band, and it was just play. Yeah, like I said, I even, you know, we were playing one time. We went early. We were playing Crazy Eights with Todd from FYP, Finish Your Popcorn FYP, and it was just great. You know, it's like we were watching Disney movies with Quincy Punks. It was just always fun, those things, you know. Oh, and the dad would cook some red beans for everybody.
I know. I always remember the food. I always remember
food. I know.
Yeah, that was a little house in Mississippi. And man, I just walked in, and the dad said, "Oh, you here for the show?" I said, "Yeah." Well, Not everybody's in. It was just a shed. Not everybody's in the shed yet, but come on inside the house. Everybody's watching movies, and I'll be cooking some I forgot it was red beans after we're gonna eat. But what?
Right? Like what?
There they are watching Disney movies on the VCR, you know, watching Disney movies. Like, whoa, this is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it, Harold. I have cooked while I was playing with a band in Massachusetts, and I cooked like a big giant macaroni and sausage like dinner for everybody. And the same thing I did it one time when we were in Florida, and I had to cook like a big giant meal for like 15 people. We were down there doing something.
Oh wow.
And always, that's like, I love being like the one who could cook, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's always awesome. Oh, I wish I have a big macaroni dinner right now. All right.
Harold, every time we drive past a Harley Davidson, I wonder if they have food in there because of you.
We always say, "Oh, we should go see if they have food."
I'll be passing for the. We passed one on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday was we going, and it was in Slidell, Louisiana. We were passing, and Carolyn said, "Oh, look, the people." And I said, "Yeah, the people over there. They're gonna have free food. We should have known." But we were going to eat at the buffet. But anyway, ain't nothing better than a delicious Harley Davidson meal, and not buying a Harley, just going over there and eating their food. Stick it to them. HD's in the house. Why you refer to yourself as a third term? Because I'm HD. That's why. Don't worry about it. You don't understand. There's things about me you don't understand. There's things about me you shouldn't understand. Look at me, Dolly. I'm a rebel. Dottie, not Dolly. Dottie. Sorry, Dottie. Sorry, Dottie.
Speaking of Dottie, look at this. I've been fighting with this pimple on my face, so I made a little beauty mark on it with eyeliner.
Oh, perfect.
There's a little tip for you. If you ever get a little pimple, beauty mark.
Make a face. Yeah. Make a little face. Next time I get a pimple, I'm just going to put some eyes and make it a nose. Put two eyes, make the pimple his nose, and just put a little smiley face. And I say, that's my new neighbor, Pimply. That's my new neighbor, Pimply.
Right. Anytime anyone asks you a question, you say, I got to ask Pimply first.
Pimply, hello there. Hello.
Hello there.
I had to come up with another voice. I mean, not me, but the Pimply. I don't know how Pimply would talk.
Thank you so much, Allison. I saw my opportunity and I took it.
What you did? You pushed Gene out the way?
No, Gene had to go attend to some business.
Oh, hope it ain't monkey business.
They're making a sandwich?
I don't know what they're doing, actually. They just got up and left.
Hope it was nothing I said.
Oh, look. No, look. Put their comments on the screen. I'm looking at it.
Who?
Gene left a comment up there. 11.
Oh. What did they see? Oh my goodness.
FU moment.
Well, those things happen. You know, those things happen. I know that's why whenever I walk my daughter down the aisle, you know, it happened to me, you know.
I know.
There it was.
Hold on. Hey, Sister Catherine, keep vamping on the piano. I'll be right back.
I always wonder, like right in the middle of a football game or something, like the quarterback. Excuse me, I'll be right back. FU moment. Oh. They just have FU moments in their pants.
You look so good. Look at you.
Hey, look at that. Back from your FU moment, Gene. Thank you. All right, gang.
I know that.
Gang, we got Angelo. Your video's still dead on arrival. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a video next time when we come back from Angelo. But
next week.
yes. So gang, let's do now. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. we're gonna do a mystery song, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a blast, and I shouldn't have, but I did. I had a blast doing this mystery song, and I did not want the song to end because I was having so much fun singing it. Because I heard this song this weekend. I don't know what it is about the 80s station on Sirius XM, but our friend, Rick Springfield, played this on his radio program.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, I don't want to rant about Rick Springfield, but boy, that program is so bad. Oh my goodness, it's just every time I listen to it, it just gets worse and worse. That Rick Springfield, he don't even bother like talking about the songs in between no more. It's just like you just, I don't know what's his problem. But anyway, so he played this song. Driving a little bit long, maybe 4 songs. The Rick Springfield program ended. And before they did the countdown, the 1986 countdown, they always do like a year countdown. Whatever. They played this song again. I'm like, 12 Carolyn, cha-ching. Hey, I get to listen to it twice. I can't believe this. They just played, Rick Springfield just played this, and they played it again. I said, I haven't heard this song in years. And they played twice. And then one, within 3-4 songs. We driving back today. They played it again.
I knew it.
I'm like, oh, I got to do this mystery. I mean, this is the music from my mystery song.
Yeah.
Now, I probably shouldn't.
I realized this is what all I can say about that satellite radio. They were like, oh, it's this cool radio where it's not like the old boring radio, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me. They play the same stuff over and over again. They play slightly different songs, but they still play the same stuff over and over again.
They play, Ramona. It is a scam. They play the same. They play these
for like 20 years now.
It's wild how bad they play the same stuff over and over again.
The only
time I've ever known someone who had like Sirius in their car, and I was like hanging out with them for a while. You always hear the same stuff every day. It's hilarious.
The only station that is I mean, if you want to hear different stuff, is the Little Stevens Underground Garage. That's a pretty good station. They play different stuff. They play good. They play Bad and Mary.
Little Steven. Yeah, I guess there wouldn't be a different Little.
Yeah, they play Bad Married. They play the Muffs. They play our friends the Dolly Rods.
Really play
stuff,
underground stuff.
And then they used to have a punk.
I remember they had that station on there called Faction. And it was it was all edgy stuff. Well, back in the day, it was good. It was all edgy stuff.
Hey, well, they're good now.
And like edgy, like political rap and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They used to play the same 10 songs over and over.
No, I know more. They used to have the Fungus. They used to have Fungus. That was the punk station. They used to have a punk station. No FX.
I get it.
No FX even wrote a song about it. If you listen to that song, if you look up No FX, it's a song of Fungus. It's about the Fungus punk radio station. They used to be good. That station, then they got rid of it. They have 3 heavy metal stations: Ozzy's Boneyard, Hair Metal Nation, and then the rough, the gruff stuff, the hardcore metal. 3 metal stations. You can't dedicate one to punk. But anyway,
you know what? Unfortunately, not enough like punks.
Yeah.
For Sirius radio.
Yeah.
They're catering to who they who's paying for them.
Yeah. You're right. But like if I listen like to the 70s, I like 70s, so I listen to that. It's familiar. But the DJs on there used to think, oh, we don't talk, we just play the music. Baloney. Your DJs are there between every song talking their butts off. Hey, a worse voice. Hey, I'm in Colorado. I don't care where you are. I always say, that's it every time. I always say the same thing. Like the people say, less talk, more rock. And I turn the channel. And Mrs. D gets mad every time. Oh, listen to this. Guy's talking again. I don't care where you're from. Less talk, more rock. Then I turn the channel. See, it's my inside joke. All right. But anyway, I should not have liked playing this song so much and singing it so much, because you probably never heard this song before that I'm going to sing the music. Why? I'll explain it after. But we are looking for the lyrics of the song. Okay. Now I'm going to cut it off about halfway point because I'm going to cut it off. That'll be the reveal. And then I'm just having so much fun. I just kick it and sing the original song because I sing the second half, just the original song because I'm having so much fun and I'm angry. And I said, no, I'm having fun now. So I'm going to finish the song, whether you like it or not.
All right, let's play the rules, Harold.
All right, play the rules. Sorry, don't mean to sound angry. I'm sorry.
Let's roll it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Jeff. I'm glad you're up. Howdy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're up. Howdy, Jeff. All right. It's in time for Mystery Song.
Hey, big love to Jeff.
Here it goes.
All right, gang.
Maybe Jeff will get it.
Here is the Mystery Song for tonight. I hope everybody enjoys it. Now, again, this is a Harold Dufresne, so you may have to adjust your speakers accordingly. Just a warning. Just a warning. And now we're looking for the lyrics. Now, I think personally, everybody's gonna get this one, but that's just me, okay? But odds must me. But I even have to ask Mrs. Dufresne sometimes if people know this song because I don't have a clue about But here we go. Let's listen. I might dance. Gene.
Great.
I feel like Raymond DeVincent at the pep rally. I just want to go and do my dance.
I'll try to be supportive.
I'm excited.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Oh no! Wait,
Whoa, Ramona, what you say?
wait, no! I got to see if it's the right one. Keep it going.
Okay. What do you think? What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
What?
What are you
I don't
thinking?
know. Play it.
Oh, I thought you knew music. I thought you knew music or something. I don't know.
I know, but I don't know if I actually do or not. I got to hear it more.
Want to take a guess? What you think?
No.
Okay. She ain't real. She ain't gonna be able to love you like I will. She is a stranger. You and I have history. Or don't you remember? Sure, she's got it all. But baby, is that really what you want? Bless your soul, you've got your head in the cloud. She made a fool out of you. And boy, she's bringing you down. She made your heart melt, but you're cold. You're cold to the core. Yeah! Listen, she is half your age, but I'm guessing that's the reason that you strayed. I heard you've been missing me. You've been telling people things you shouldn't be. Like when we creep out when she ain't around. Just so you have your head in the cloud. You made a fool of me, and boy, you're bringing me down. You made my heart melt. Yeah, I'm cold to the core. Yeah. All right, I'm not gonna play. Angelo, don't play the clapping. Clapping. So I don't see an IK. I know, Angelo. I see a no.
I know those lyrics.
All right. Well, Anybody has any guess? Angelo, you're gonna go, but
No, and I don't know the music either.
all right.
Hey, Ramona, you might know this.
Ramona, I would be if you know it. Ramona, I'll be honest
You have
with you.
to know this one, Ramona.
Oh yeah, the lyrics. But I'm talking
Right.
about the music, Ramona. I'll be honest with you. If you
Oh,
would have
okay.
known, if you would have known the music, I'd be kind of disappointed. But anyway,
Really? So as soon as, you know what happened is, as soon as it started, I jumped the gun, and I just thought it was going to be "Dancing in the Street" by David Bowie. and Mick
Oh, no,
Jagger.
Nope. All right, Angela, why don't you spoil everybody's fun and tell us what the song is?
It's the 2011 classic by Adele, Rumor Has It.
Oh,
Yes.
funny.
Oh wow!
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, that is
Yeah,
the
really
that
And
is the
that
song.
music, that sounds like The Commitments or something. You know what I mean? Like,
You're gonna I'll spoil the fun in a little bit what the music is, but let's hear the punchline, and I'm gonna sing the real song.
okay.
And here we go. The rumor has it I'm the one you're leaving her for. Rumor has it.
Here goes.
Easy money. You say I fool myself, but better me than being a fool for someone else. I got a hot slot machine of a system ready to go.
It's about gambling, so here's what I love it.
I got a one-track mind and a good reputation laying on the line. I either come back a bum or a king, baby, I don't know. Yeah!
I'm ashamed that I like this.
Who is it?
I'll tell you in 1 second.
You don't have to start a fire. I'm a man who can't say no. If you got a little risky business, just point me where you wanna go. Take me to the power, take me to the heat, take me to the cleaners if it's open to the street. Something's gotta pay off, someone's gotta break, someone's got a fortune that you're begging me to take. I want the easy money. I could get lucky. Things could go right. I want the easy money, maybe just this time, or maybe tonight. Easy money, I don't want no hard cash, I just want the easy money. Oh, I could get lucky. Yeah,
I really want to thank whoever it is that's carrying
lucky.
Easy money. I don't about the dice.
That's groovy as hell, Harold.
What's that?
That's groovy, man.
Oh yeah, might be disappointed there.
The only easy money I know is Rodney Dangerfield. So
That's
I
it.
don't know.
That's it. That's the
Oh,
song
funny.
from Rodney Dangerfield. Guess who sings that theme song?
Who
Right.
sings it?
The one. And this was almost right. The one and only, our friend, Mr. Billy Joel.
Oh my god.
Money. Wow. There it is.
Easy money. I don't think that song was ever. I might be wrong. I don't know all the Billy Joel albums. I don't know if that song was ever released on an album or if
It was just a soundtrack only.
Yeah, but that is a good song. If you're a gambler,
That's so funny.
yeah. If you're going to the casino and traveling, you hear this song 2 or 3 times on the radio back to back, you're going to get in the mood to gamble. I
Yeah.
gotta roll the
Yeah,
dice.
right? Of course you are.
Yeah. I love that song. I mean, it's fun to sing. I might not like Billy, I like Billy Joel. You know that.
Well, listen, a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean? Sometimes he writes a good song. What are you gonna do?
But it's catchy. I just love the song too. It's just a catchy song.
I know.
Easy money. And look, any movie that has about Harold Dufresne. If any movie features horse betting, track betting, horse betting.
Betting like hay.
No. Like
I said it
the
now
horses are
again.
betting.
Yes.
The horses are in the stands.
if it's a movie about the track, basically,
Uh-huh.
if it's a movie about the racetrack, about the horses, Harold Dufresne will love it. I love Let It Ride with Richard Dreyfuss. I love all those type of movies like that about the track. I love.
And you
because I
love
grew-
Nicky Deuce.
we'll talk about that in 1 second. But if it features gambling or track or anything of that nature, Harold Dufresne will usually like
Yeah.
because I grew up at the track. You know, my dad brought me to a track since I've been 12 years old. You know, so I grew up at the track. So I get into that kind of and that Richard Dreyfuss movie with David. It's just a great movie. I don't know if you ever saw that Richard Dreyfuss movie with Let It Ride. That is a great movie.
No.
Oh. That's with the New York Dolls. He just passed away. Metalhead from
Oh, I know. David Johansen.
Yeah, David Johansen. He's in that movie with Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah. That's just a great movie. And Richard Dreyfuss is a loser, and he just lets it ride. Dream come true. Bet a bet. Win. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Easy. Me too, Allison Perry. I love any movies like that about horrors. I just love. Maybe the only gambling movie like that I didn't like was that Bobcat Goldthwait one that he had the talking horse or the fly, whatever that was. I forgot the name of that movie. But it was about the talking thing. All right,
it was a little more not as straightforward. That one.
yeah.
A little more of an interpretation.
Yeah.
Not just about the gambling. It's about
Yeah. You're right. 100%. I like the gambling. That Tim Conway movie where they go The Long Shot. I like that too. Oh, I love that. All right.
Wow.
Even though it's a bad movie, it's just I love the track. I just love the track. All right, talk about the track. This movie, we are starting a new club, gang, and I don't know if anybody in the chat watched it or not, but John W. Davis said he couldn't find it free, which it's true. It was on Paramount Plus. I use it, and I'm going to play this song in 1 second that John W. Davis sent me because I told John, I don't have Paramount Plus, but I use a questionable app to watch it. And John wrote me a song about a questionable app. After we're going to do this in a little bit, probably in the middle of the segment. So our movie assignment, we were talking, and said, let's do an after show chat movie club every once in a while. We'll all watch it, like we did like for Phantom of the Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
And good or bad, we're gonna pick one and we'll watch it. Okay. This week's movie. Oh, Doughboy Doom watched it. Oh
yeah.
Doughboy, you're gonna be able to join in the movie chat. Our club. You're a member of the club there. All right. So we're gonna talk about the movie Nicky Deuce. It's a Nickelodeon movie. What year that came out there?
2013.
2013. And we will talk about this Nicky Deuce movie. And we'll talk about the reason why we kind of picked it and how we picked it and about it. But let's do the intro. I made an intro. Oh, I don't know if here we go. I don't know if I put the intro up.
Oh, I got it ready, Harold.
All right, we'll play it.
Let's roll it.
There's a real cool club on the other side of town where the real cool kids gotta sit around and talk bad about the other kids. Yeah, it's a real cool club and you're not part of it. There's Billy, Pickles, and Patty Cakes too, and Cubby's making mean jokes about you. You little twin. Yeah, it's a real cool club and you're not part of it.
Now, it's time for the club that everybody wants to be a part of, the After Show Chat Movie Club.
doctor, no. Love that song. I love that song. I love that song. I love Screeching Weasel. That's right, Paul Duck Tucker. Screeching Weasel. I love it. Too bad he's such a jerk. But I like.
You should watch one of Paul Duck's movies.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. All right. The movie is Nicky Deuce. Let me give you a little background about Nicky Deuce, and we can discuss it in 1 second. I think Angelo watched half.
Yeah.
I feel like the second half was definitely better, so I'm sorry that you saw the first one.
I disagree. But anyway,
I think we have different feelings about this movie.
Oh,
actually.
wait until I'll be right back.
I thought the first half was better. Okay, but anyway, Nicky Deuce is a Nickelodeon movie. What makes Nicky Deuce unique is that it's a Nickelodeon movie, but features, and it's a good reason why it features a lot of, not characters, a lot of the actors from Sopranos. Okay, Sopranos. They have a lot of actors from Sopranos. They have Bobby from they have Tony Soprano, Christopher. Paulie Walnuts. I don't refer to them by their real names. I've referred to them by their Sopranos name. Okay, I could care less. But the one of the producers was Bobby from Sopranos, and Gene, that's why you sent a picture. Said this makes a lot of sense because it's Bobby. He produced the movie.
He wrote the story.
Okay.
Yeah, it's based on a book by him. That's what I sent you. I was like, oh, he literally wrote it. I'm like, that makes sense why everyone's in this. It's like a passion project.
Right. It makes sense that he would write it because he's into, and they have a new series of commercials out now, him and Christopher too. They can't live down the Sopranos tag. But they have a lot, and they have the mob. I forget what his name is, the mob boss, that I forget what his name is. But they have a lot of Sopranos characters. And Tony Soprano's in it.
Johnny Sack.
Yeah, Johnny. Oh, his wife.
He was the best one in there.
Oh, his poor wife. Jimmy.
I know.
But we're not talking about Sopranos. We're talking about Nicky Deuce. So, gang, we're gonna look that up. So the movie is, let me just give a little plot. Now, look, if you didn't see it, we might give away some spoilers, okay? Sorry. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to know the plot of Nicky Deuce, I don't know why you would want to go back and watch it, But anyway, when I watched this, let's explain. It's about this kid. I don't even know the character's name. Nicky. Oh, Nicky Deuce, of course. His name was Nicky the Second.
Yep, Nicholas.
Yeah, Nicholas the Second. Nicholas the Second. And his parents are these gluten free. They're very.
And they're just like
Great Leave.
Suburban, like germ-phobic,
gluten free. Everything's gluten. They're eating and there's like no taste in the food. This kind of it's a gig. It's a thing. So the parents have to go on a trip to some business meeting or something. Yeah, New Guinea. Mm-hmm. And then he was going to go to summer camp, but the toilet exploded. That sewage problem. So he'd have no place to go. So he had to go stay with his uncle. I don't even know the character.
Who he just found out about.
Yeah, he just found out about his uncle, Uncle Frankie, and his grandma Tootie, which is played by. Look, they have some great actors.
Iconic.
They have some really good actors and actresses. I mean, they really have some.
Well, that was like one of the only thing. Well, we'll talk.
Yeah. I mean, they really have some great cast over here. I mean, this is a good casting. But so he goes live with him. And right when he walks in, he's into something because there's some shenanigans going on. He walks into the room with his Uncle Frankie, and there's Paulie Walnuts and all, busting chops and, and
name Charlie Cement.
Oh yeah,
Charlie Cement.
That name was funny.
Charlie Cement and the Undertaker. I forgot what the other guy's name. The Undertaker. I forgot Charlie Cement.
Yeah, he was Undertaker or something like that.
Yeah, the Undertaker and I forgot what other. But they do have some funny, little parts like that. Now, of course, it looks like Nicky is Uncle Frankie has some, let's just say, some mob action over here. Okay, looks like Nicky got into the mob over here. He's moving, and his dad tells him, "Whatever you do, don't listen to your Uncle Frankie. Don't no, Uncle Frankie ain't no good. Uncle Frankie ain't no good. I ain't even sending you over there." So, you know, Nicky Deuce starts eating the good Italian food. He's living the good life.
I know. I've never seen so many fresh tomatoes.
I know, it was really funny.
That was just like their go-to to show that it was Italian.
Well, and it was funny because
tomatoes everywhere.
There was just like an abundance of produce on the counter, and then he's like, "Oh, my parents, they just like feed me all this stuff. They're like real food." And I'm like, "What do you think? This isn't healthy?" I'm like, "This is all real fresh vegetables. This is probably better than whatever they feed."
I know.
And the example of what they were feeding him was this like weird slice of processed turkey and a lump of white rice and a little pat of gravy.
Yeah, nothing healthy. Nothing healthy. It was all like weird made up processed food. Where at least when he goes live with his Uncle Frankie, you know, he's eating real food, like you said, the tomatoes and all that. So so Uncle Frankie says, "Look, whatever you do, don't answer this phone. There's a phone in the house. Don't answer this phone. You know,
it's a red phone.
It's a red phone. Don't answer this red phone. Yeah.
It's like the phone.
So the standard Nickelodeon movie, the kid, you know, he changes his image, he becomes a tough guy. Then he changes his name to Nicky Deuce. You know, Nicky Deuce, forget about it. You know, now he thinks he's a tough guy.
All right.
Now here comes with the Tony Soprano when he accidentally answers the red phone, Nicky Deuce, and the mob guy on the other end, which is Johnny Sack, says he wants him to go do a job. So I think he said go see Bobby Eggs, which is Tony Soprano.
Bobby Eggs, possibly funniest names ever written.
Best name.
Yeah, so he's supposed to go. I don't know if he's supposed to go do a hit on Bobby Eggs. I never understood that. He just goes to Bobby Eggs' place, so maybe put the smackdown on him. I don't know what he's supposed to be going to do.
Well, that's what he does.
That's about the time that the movie stopped. To me, like before, it was. He's had some fun. I like seeing Paulie Walnuts. I like seeing this one. But whenever he went to see Bobby Eggs, and it's when he goes see Bobby Eggs, it's just a total slapstick thing. Bobby Tony Soprano just knocks himself out. I don't know.
I know. Well, and that was.
I gotta say, I don't think we stopped laughing that whole scene.
I like the scene. Like the scene.
Well, and here's the thing. Can I just talk about it?
Definitely.
Now, because that got me going. I'm gonna jump in whenever I get going and remember something. This was a hilarious part because that was the whole tea, is that he went there not even knowing what to do, and he just beat up Tony Soprano, Johnny Eggs by accident. Bobby Eggs. He beat him up by accident, basically, and it was really funny.
Bobby Eggs knocked himself out. All right,
yeah, but then that's how he gets the reputation of being tough as Nicky Deuce. And then later they went like this. There was somebody talking to another one. They goes, "That's Nicky Deuce." He goes, "Yeah, did you see what he did to Bobby Eggs?" He goes, "He toyed with him. He beat him up and pretended the whole time like he didn't know what was going on." That was so funny to me.
Oh my god! I know it was good. That was good. Remember what he did to Bobby Eggs? He pretended. That was good. That was good. But anyway,
they had some good. There was a lot of good writing. There was really some good jokes in that movie
sprinkled in,
and that was one of them. It really got me good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. I mean, to me, towards the end and everything else, for me, myself personally, that's when it started becoming more of a. Now you could see the Nickelodeon sitcom part. You know, beginning it was kind of a parody. Towards the end, I could see, all right, this is the sitcom part where I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's kind of a.
You're not going to spoil. Are we going to talk about the rest of the movie?
Yeah. It's basically Uncle Frankie is a cop.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was like the resolution kind of made sense, but I didn't really like. I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah,
I
did not.
I think for me, I guess because I like this was more of my time period, and I really liked all those Nickelodeon shows when they were on, and now they're not so great looking back. But like,
no, of course,
it was.
But I was watching. That
I would
shit
say
too.
that if they took out his sidekick character, that guy deserves compensation. That character was so bad. The kid who was like the sidekick, who was like,
God,
that was awful.
Oh.
I felt so horrible for that actor. They were like making him act like a horse, like making him act like a dummy.
I know
That was so.
horrible.
And then also like the girl, like if neither of those two, the girl or the other guy, were in that, it would have been such a more enjoyable experience.
I agree with you 100%. That best friend character. Oh my! And we even talk about Chris. He was like a mad scientist that
was I thought it was so funny because it was just so ridiculous, but it was horrible because it's like a cartoon.
It was a cartoon.
Right. It's like it turns into a cartoon because at the end of the day, it's like it's like a special, like a Nickelodeon special.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you know what that reminded me of? Whenever they introduced that Chris character and he's a mad scientist, it reminded me of these old movies from the 70s. They didn't know what to do towards the end, so they just throw in some random mad science character, mad scientist
they just
character.
wanted an excuse for him to show up.
Sure, 100%. He could have played a mobster. He could have played something else, but no, he has to play a wild that hypnotizes horses. And Nicky Deuce's best friend gets hypnotized to it, and every time they say a word, the guy runs fast.
I know. I feel so bad for that.
I know.
Oh my god.
And I don't know who the actress was.
But there was a funny part for what's his face for Chris. What's his real name? Michael Imperioli. It was like a funny role. And then how they dropped it at the end as a joke, like.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm not gonna relax then.
And also, I just want to say too, just in case this means anything to anyone in the chat, this is a 1 hour Nickelodeon-made movie with a bunch of people from The Sopranos, and the main character, Nicky Deuce, is Gibby from iCarly. Just in case nobody knew what.
But he's
old
about. And he's he's
an adult.
They kept trying to do a gag with like this Greek kid that was there. Also, I would like to say that I'm like I would like to know where they filmed this. Because I'm not that I never really been to Bensonhurst, but I don't really think that Brooklyn really looks like that. I'm gonna be honest, and I know this is like a kid's movie.
We've been to Brooklyn a million times.
Yeah, the inside of her house looked accurate, but like I'm not sure about that. And they're like suburban kids, like mugging him for a suit. Like they really, I don't know what they were trying to do there.
Oh god!
When they were like at the Italian festival, it like looked like the set of Sesame Street out there.
Yeah, really, it was. I really would be curious to know where they filmed it.
I'm curious to see what Doughboy's opinion is, because Doughboy watched it. I'm really curious to see what Doughboy thinks. I just found it. Look, I watched this when it originally came out, whatever year that was, and I was really into The Sopranos.
Yeah, that would have hit a lot better in 2013.
Yeah, I thought it hit better back then because it was still everything was fresh, and I was hoping for a Sopranos reunion somewhere down. And this is basically the best we were going to get. I mean, honestly,
yeah,
it's a shame, but I mean, everybody played their roles good. They all played their standard characters.
It was better than I expected, but it was not good, and I would not suggest it.
No.
There was a lot of jokes like that were good, as I said. There was like definitely like a lot of parts where we were laughing.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
It's like, and you know what? I have to say, it's only an hour and 7 minutes.
Yes.
So yeah, it's very short. Very short.
Like not a
big commitment.
Yeah, it wasn't like a horrible undertaking.
Yeah.
And there was like some good stuff in there.
Yeah,
it could have been good.
If it would have been a 2-hour movie, I would have been, this is.
Well, and you know what? I'm guessing it aired 90 minutes originally with commercials. So like that would make sense.
Yeah,
good point.
It was no broken rate. I'll tell you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what. It was so nice to see Paulie Walnuts. Because I love Paulie Walnuts.
He was good.
He was funny.
Johnny Sack, the guy who played like the head boss, he was like the only one act. I'm like, the rest of these guys just like closed their eyes and walked into this. He was like actually, I'm like, oh, this guy's actually a good actor.
And the part when Nicky Deuce comes in And Paulie Walnut showed them, oh, when you greet somebody, you got to kiss them on the cheek, kiss them. And then Nicky Deuce don't know any better. He goes kiss Paulie Walnuts on the lips. I can just imagine if it'd been a Soprano, like he would have got, he would have probably shot the dude,
Yeah, I know.
Bob said some slur and then didn't shoot him, for kissing him on the
was
lips.
funny on this one.
Junior got mad because he got accused of doing something with his girlfriend, and he on the real Sopranos, Junior, remember Tony's uncle?
Oh, Uncle June.
Yeah, he got whenever people found out he did a certain thing, they busted his chops the whole, for 2 or 3 episodes, whatever it was. So I could just mad with Paulie Walnuts what it did for that. But anyway, I want to see that. Oh, it surpassed his expectations. I liked it slapstick.
Totally, the cringe. And that's because, again, it's like a weird preteen movie. I agree with that.
Oh,
where
it
I'm
is.
like, if they could, and I get it, like, they had to, like, put a love story, but it was awful.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
they made it so bad.
It's just gross.
Oh.
Listen, I'm not going to go off right now, but, a lot of times it's like weighing what is like human nature and what's learned behavior, and like forcing these love storylines between like young people is so bizarre, girl. Like, why are you doing this?
And I hate that. It's so awkward for me. I hate that in those type of movies. I hate that basically, whenever you feel like you gotta have a love story in the middle of them. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't. They could be friends.
It's supposed to be teenagers. Like, why are you making this? Why do you have to do it? And that's exactly what goes back to what you said. They should have just left it as him alone and write the story. You know what I mean?
And then you know what? At the end, his friend who was at like Extreme Broken Arms camp should have came and saved the day or something. Another character that wouldn't have affected the plot at all if he didn't exist.
No.
And it was actually kind of entertaining more than some of the others. But again, unnecessary. Like, you're just padding the time. Like, what are you doing?
And that romance. I mean, it's a kids movie, but the
No,
romance
and
is
it's
so
all
forced.
a kids movie.
But it's so forced. I hate that.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be friends? It'd be a gang of 3 people in there, just they want to have those side characters,
natural, right?
Natural.
Yeah.
You just don't see somebody and fall. Well, maybe Nicky Deuce does because he sheltered life and he finally sees a girl. Maybe he does. I don't know. I don't know. It's a kiddie movie.
You always have to do that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, boy, girl. Well, like,
yeah, well, but gang, if I would have to give it a crab system.
Oh, a crab. I didn't even think of a crab.
Wow.
Yeah. I would give this, it wasn't horrible and it was fun to watch the characters from The Sopranos, be honest with you. There was some laughing moments. I'd give it an average 2.5 crabs. It's not 2.5. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's there. It's fun to see the old Sopranos gang. Fun to see Tony Soprano playing Bobby Eggs. And
Bobby Eggs. That's so good.
2.5. 2.5.
Did you see what he did to Bobby Eggs?
They said at one point they said that he's got scrambled, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, Bobby Eggs got scrambled. Bobby Eggs got scrambled.
Bobby Eggs. Like, yeah, I was gonna say 3, so that's about
3's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I was gonna say 2.5, and then I said no. I laughed out loud multiple times.
Yes.
I gotta give it the 3.
I did. I just gave it 2.5 because I didn't care for the.
I wouldn't watch it again, and there was definitely parts that were just horrible, like uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. Oh, that part that they hypnotize his friend and he acts like a horse is just.
As soon as I was watching it happen, and I was like, oh, that's funny. They're going to hypnotize the friend, and then he's going to run across the finish line. And I thought it could have been funny if they did it that way, but they just, it was not funny. They did not.
Wasn't needed. It was more.
Yeah.
The whole movie was, I'm not going to say it was realistic, but it was grounded in reality a little bit. Because I could see,
and then the mind control horse part.
Yeah, then you have to throw in a wacky mad scientist who controls minds, like in Rocky and Bullwinkle or something, that don't make no sense. So,
and I would like to say, you said this to me when we talked a little bit about it, where you were like, would I still enjoy it if it had different actors?
Oh, good. Yes, I forgot.
And for me, I think that depending on the circumstances, yes, I would have still enjoyed it because to me, it's like ridiculous and stupid, and I think the humor is funny. It wouldn't have been as good, but like honestly, like the main Sopranos people weren't in it for most of, like you know what I
No, no,
mean.
no. It was just cameos, except for
Yeah.
Bobby. You know,
Yeah, and
Frankie,
then yeah,
Bobby.
exactly. And he
Yeah.
sucked. His acting was the worst in the whole movie.
Well,
So
he
it's a
plays the
stupid
one.
movie.
So funny.
It's like they play the same. It's like whenever Big Pussy was on Soprano.
Oh,
They
funny.
play the same. After that, they
Well,
play,
the acting was the same as he was on The Sopranos. He's
yeah,
just
that's
like
what.
that character.
But
You know what I always think
they're
of?
just characters. They're not actors. I don't see them being.
Yeah, well,
even
and
the
that's why
com-
it doesn't translate as well, except for that one guy who played the main, whatever the main mobster was, where I'm like, he was actually good because he's an actual actor. Like, he's
Yeah.
actually doing something with the lines, you know? Like,
Yeah, they're like even Paulie Walnuts. I like Paulie. You ever saw Paulie Walnuts in a different movie? I've saw him in different movies, and when he's not Paulie Walnuts, you're like, this guy's boring as heck.
yeah, it's
He's
like
horrid. He played like some grandpa in some movie, and I'm like, I don't want to see Paulie Walnuts play a grandpa. I want to see Paulie Walnuts be Paulie Walnuts. Okay, man. I don't want to see Bobby playing a Nobel Peace Prize train conductor or something like that. I want to see Bobby be thing. Thank goodness, because this would have got down to a 1 if Tony Soprano's sister that plays Tony Soprano's sister in The Sopranos.
Ooh, Janice?
Yes, Janice would have made a cameo in here. I would have
went for one.
I would have went down to a 1. I can't take this. I can't stand Janice.
Richie Aprile.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
I know.
That scumbag
You know what
like
I was
him over there. Oh my goodness.
I
Can you
forgot.
imagine?
That brings her a little bit back up.
Speaking of just like Soprano references, because I know you know it too. You know what I always think of with Uncle Frankie when he had the quote book and he kept saying quotes. He was like sitting there like, and everyone's like talking about stuff, and he's like saying these like ancient Roman
Insightful
quotes.
quotes,
Like,
yeah.
So it was okay. First episode of After Show Chat movie club.
Gets a solid meh.
Yeah, it got a man. Look, whenever we do the movie club, you know, what we want to do is something that's kind of oh, there you go, solid 3. It's a movie, you know. Now look, we're not gonna do a movie club with the latest Batman movie or something like that. Okay, this is the type of movie club like that. It has to be kind of unique to us and something,
And
you
appeal
know.
to, you know, a number
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah. See, I got another movie, and I talk about it a lot. And I know y'all like Paul Williams, but I always go back to Bugsy Malone. And what somebody already made a comment, they want to do Bugsy Malone. But I don't want to do 2 mob movies back to back, even though this is another kind of different movie. But we're going to think of a different movie, and we'll come back. And if anybody has any suggestions, I'm not going to guarantee we're going to take you know, it has to appeal to us. Okay, I'm not going to watch a horror movie. I'm not going to watch Blood and Guts and all this other stuff. You know, I ain't going to watch a new Toxic Avenger and do a movie club on that. Okay, that looked hard. Yeah, me too. That looked
corny.
Yeah, that looked hard. But you know, in the future, we're going to do another movie club. Maybe we'll pick out one over the WrestleMania break or something. We can talk about it after the show. But overall, it's fun, and we're not going to do it every episode. But it's just fun to talk about movies every once in a while. You know. And hopefully next time I'll pick one that maybe everybody has access to for free instead of just
we'll do a little more vetting. This was pretty random. This was how
this was just a random.
And I'm like, oh, we should just post this and so everyone can watch it if they want.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, anyone.
Yeah. And we're gonna have a real opening. That was just an opening I put together. And you saw that was a Burger King Kids.
Yes.
Let me try to find this. All right, let me trying to see where man, where is it? I thought I downloaded. I don't see it. Hold up. John W. Davis wrote a song for I don't see it. I downloaded it. I don't see it on my files. What kind of file? Hold on 1 second. I don't know what kind of file it downloaded to.
Get it together.
Let me download it again. I don't.
You look good with your concentrated face with the evil language. It really looks like you're thinking hard.
I am thinking hard.
I know you're creating those thunder, those lightning.
I'm burning the brain cells. I'm thinking hard over here. I don't see the song he sent. Let me try again. Maybe I don't know. All right, let me try again. I download this song. I don't have to stay all night. I'm a man who can't say no. What's the name of it? Grandpa and the Questionable App. All right.
All right.
But I don't know what folder it's in. Let me see where I downloaded it to. Yeah, downloads Grandpa and the Questionable App. All right, let's see if I can get it. I don't know why it's not loading up. Let me try it one more time. One more time. Oh, there it is. I was doing something wrong. Sorry, gang. My fault. So John W. Davis said, "Oh, I don't have Paramount Plus." I said, "Well, I don't have it either, but I watched it using a questionable app." And John W. Davis said something like, "Well, I don't have that. I don't have that sweepstakes money, and I can't afford a virus protection." Yeah, I said, "Okay." I said, "But basically, my sweepstake money went to Lowe's because I just bought a new tub for Mrs. D." But anyway, besides the point. So John W. Davis wrote a song, Grandpa. Well, you know, it's AI, but it's Grandpa and the Questionable App. I thought it was pretty good. Here we go.
Well, Grandpa woke up one Thursday morning, fired up his laptop, no sense of warning. He said, "I heard of this flick with the kid from the Sprouse, typed in Nicky Deuce, full movie, no ads, no mouse." Clicked the first link, the screen went red, a pop-up screamed, "Congrats, you're screwed." But Grandpa smiled, said, "I ain't no crab eater," then double-clicked, watch free Nicky Deuce. "Oh, Grandpa, what'd you do? That shady site just hacked you through. Your Facebook's gone, your Insta too, now bots be selling all your security files. Grandpa, you broke the code. Now the net police are on the road." His email sent spam to the local priest, and his webcam streamed him eating beef. The toaster caught fire, the fridge said yo, his Roomba joined a Bitcoin show. The Wi-Fi screamed and did a spin.
One thing before we finish the rest of the song. My video just hit a magic number. I have 666 views.
Spin! Alexa whispered, "You let the virus in." And out from the shadows with cyber grace came a glitchy voice with a pixel face. "You pirated a film from 2013. Now the algorithm's mean and clean. This ain't Netflix, this is your doom. We're coming for you, clear some room." "Oh, Grandpa, what'd you do? You shared that link in your sweeping group too. Now 17 restaurants are in a feud, and TikTok banned you for being rude. Grandpa, now it's time to pay. Here come the cops and the NSA. They busted in with digital cuffs, wearing neon shades and Google stuff. They said, "Sir, your IP's a mess." He screamed, "I just wanted that mob kid in a vest." They dragged him out to the prison hole, while Siri played the Billy Joel. And as he screamed, "Tell Johnny I'm fine," they zapped him down the DSL line. They grump, "Bro, we warned you, dude. You click the link and now you're screwed. In Cajun internet prison, no YouTube, just dial up jazz and crawdad food." Grandpa, why'd it have to be for Nicky Deuce on a sketchy MP3? So kids, remember, if it sounds too free to be true, Don't end up like Grandpa. In Cajun internet prison, doing time with a firewall crew.
All right. Thank you, John W. Davis.
Woke up one Thursday morning, fired.
It was Wednesday morning. But anyway, that's besides the point. That question will happen.
The little silly horn, electric horns.
Of course. Yeah, he said he wanted to make sure it got a sound that was fit the after show chat by Mojo. Gang, while we're talking. 14 new subscribers from that one video from the burger place.
Oh, you're building us up.
Building it up. And somebody commented those were the most disgusting onion rings. So, yeah, you know what? Funny, and it's almost time to end the show, but you know what's weird? When I do these reviews, like I'm thinking, oh, everybody's going to be mad at me because everybody talks highly of this place. You know, oh, the burger, my daughter, this place, you know, everybody's talking, oh, there's a good burger. Then when I do the review, it's amazing how many people agree with you. You know, it's like, I thought I'd have people that argue with you, but they agree with you. I don't know. It's weird. And I did tell this story. I went to a place last week, I think, for work. And I went to this store to buy something. Did I tell this story? I don't know. And I had to use the credit card, and it was taking forever for the credit card machine to work. And the lady said, oh, we have dial-up. That's why it's taking so slow. I thought she was joking. I said, oh, yeah, dial-up. She said, no, seriously, we have dial-up. Really? What year is this? 2013? Nicky Deuce time? I don't know who has dial-up. Dial-up. Can you imagine that, Angel? Dial-up.
I couldn't believe it when you told me this. I'm like, dial-up? That's just really...
I
Even 2013, that would have been insane.
I know.
I was like, Joe, like I said, oh, yeah.
But, yeah, you got a lot of stuff going on down there like that.
Yeah, but I mean, we have high speed. Yeah, because it was an old lady, and she only lets herself run the register. It's like a weird shop. And the old lady said, and they have a worker. And the old lady, I said, boy, it's taking a long time. She said, the old lady said, yeah, we have dial-up. And I'm saying, and then the worker looks at me, and she's like, I look at the worker like it's a younger girl, you know. And I look at the worker, and she looks at me all serious, like from a movie, like, no.
Right.
It's true. We have dial-up. Like help me.
Right, help literally
me,
help me.
Yeah. Help me, please. I'm stuck working here. Help me. Yes, we have dial-up. I can't run the register. The old lady won't trust me. We have hordes and hordes of uniforms over here that nobody ever buys. You should see this place. It's like a hoarder's dream. They must have piles and piles. I wanted to take a picture, but the lady caught me. I was going to take a picture, and then the lady caught me. Like, please, I'm stuck here. Help me, please. We have dial-up. Please, mister, don't leave me. Don't leave me here. Don't leave me in the days. Oops, should have said the police. Believe me, she ain't watching our show, the old lady. She has dial-up. How she's going to watch our show?
I don't think she has enough.
Yeah, how she's going to watch our show?
You're right.
Steve, I'm glad y'all have the dial-up over there. That's good. That's good. All right, gang. We're going to miss y'all next week. We're going to be watching WrestleMania. Certain people are going to be going to a 420 party. Certain people are going to be going to a party in Metairie, Louisiana. Oh, we even need to talk about egg pocking.
Well, you'll have to just talk about it after. You're going to have to give us the recap.
I will. I'm going to make a video, of course, of the egg pocking. And basically what egg pocking is, gang, I never heard of it before, but they say it's an old Cajun tradition where you get a boiled egg and you hold it in your hand, and everybody gets their own egg, and you go around and the other person has a boiled egg, and you tap your egg to that person's egg, and if it cracks, if they crack your egg, you're out. If it don't crack, you go on to the next round. You go. Now it's their turn. They hold the egg and you pop their egg. And you crack it. They're out. And then they go to the next. Whoever's left standing with their egg intact, wins. And I'm high and mighty. I'm in this party group, I'm in the invite. I'm in this group.
Yeah, the event.
Yeah, look, these people I just met from who watch my videos, my food reviews, and they invited me, and me and Mrs. D, and so she, I said, oh, I watched some tips from my old Cajun man. I commented on the page, and the guy said, don't you be cheating. Don't bring no wooden egg. They were just joking. No, they were just joking. Don't bring no wooden egg. Yeah. Bring no wooden egg. But I saw the secret the old man told me. You hold it. You just leave it a little bit hanging. You don't hold it like this would be my egg.
You're punching. Then it's just
Yeah, you don't go like this and hold your egg. You hold it like this, just a little bit.
Yeah, just like
okay.
A little bit.
Now, what's the rules? What about I pock too hard and say, oh, the Harold Dufresne cheated. He pocked too hard.
You're going to have to stand back and watch and see a couple.
Yeah, I'm going to say, what's the rule?
Do as the Romans do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't want to go over there. Hey, egg pocking, pull. No, you jerk. You're not supposed to do. It's pocking. You have to use this much force.
I know you just like dominate everyone. Like, go smashing eggs. Like.
I said, I told my Mrs. D, I said, I hope you get to eat the egg if they pock it. I mean, if they bust it, I hope you get to eat it. I mean, I want to eat it. Yeah. I'm going to eat my egg. I love a boiled egg. I think I'm going to waste my egg. Like going in my belly. All right, gang. So we're going to have fun. Everybody have a good break. We will be back. Allison. Craft stores is supposed to be selling realistic fake eggs. Ooh, just saying. Allison, you little Nicky Deuce, you're just trying to tempt me, aren't you, Polly Walnut?
Charlie Concrete.
Charlie Concrete.
Bobby Eggs.
Bobby Eggs. Bobby Eggs on me, huh? Oh my goodness. I ain't talking about Polly Walnuts. Because whenever I talk about Polly Walnuts, I just come to the scene. He pulls out that picture of Tony Soprano with the horse. When Tony tells him to get rid of it, and Polly Walnuts puts it on his wall.
Oh my! I know.
He just stares at that picture of Tony Soprano and that horse.
Oh, that horse.
That horse was a beautiful creature.
Oh, that was the one with what's his face? Joe Pantoliano.
Oh, he was such
what's his name in that?
I don't, girl. You always ask me for names.
I don't know the name of them, but boy, that was a jerk. Oh,
I remember him. They kill him in that.
Yeah, I wish he would have been
an asshole to the horse.
I know. I wish he would have been in the Nicky Deuce. I wish he would have been in there.
They should have had the horse. What was that horse's name? The horse had
I forgot.
The horse's name.
A cute name.
It was Stevie's Biscuit.
No, I'm not talking about the horse in Nicky Deuce. I'm talking about the one in Sopranos. That's Stevie's Biscuit.
Pile mine.
Thank you,
Pile mine. Oh my goodness. Pile mine. It was a beautiful creature. You killed. Oh my goodness. Cry.
Like ducks.
Oh, cry. Oh, the ducks. Oh well.
All right. We gotta get out of here.
There was some bad characters in The Sopranos. Whatever. Pile mine. And rounding up the corner is Pile Mine. Pile Mine going around the corner.
Better than Stevie's Biscuit.
Stevie's Biscuit going around the corner. Back to go.
It's like Sea Biscuit. I'm like, you guys could have did a little better with that.
And why Christopher had to have a German accent? What do you have to
Oh man, it was horrible, but that's why it was so funny. I like the absurd. So to me, I was like, this is great. This is like so ridiculous.
Oh my! All right, gang. If we decide on a movie for next for when we come back, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
I'll put it up on
know.
social media. These things come randomly. Just these random thoughts that hit our head every once in a while. But we have a lot of fun. Look forward to. We're going to see y'all again in 2 weeks. Look, Bad Mary is coming out with an album. Their publicist reached out to me, see if we could have Bad Mary again. I said, well, I know Bad Mary personally now. I could just reach out to Amanda and Mike and ask them. And the publicist said, no, please go through me. I guess they want credit, So they said, oh, no. Go through me. We know about you, Harold Dufresne. We heard about you. All right, come through me.
You need to go through the middleman. It's required.
Yes. I understand because, I just do it directly and then the publicists don't get credit. I'm sure the publicist
what's the point?
Gets credit. Yeah. So Dana has to, keep over there. Dana Garden, their publicist. So I haven't talked to her in a while. Angela, probably I could, if we start having guests or something on, and probably I could get you some free tickets to the Dolly Rods.
Ooh.
I don't want to ask right now because we haven't had any of Dana's people she represents lately on, but maybe if we start having guests, I don't know. We'll see. All right.
Yep.
All right, gang. I'm not angry. Y'all made me happy.
Nicky Deuce calmed you down.
Yes, everything calmed me down, tell you the truth. Everybody. Paul Dugton calmed me down. So you know what? I'm officially going to change my background to this right here.
Oh, I love this one. He's wearing the wig.
I know.
Yeah, it looks like you got a nice big 50s hair too.
I know. Look at that. Your hair looks like a headband, and then that.
Yeah, you look like Tracy Turnblad.
Literally Tracy Turnblad to the max.
All right.
Hey, look out for that moving van.
All right, gang. We will see y'all in 2 weeks' time. We'll miss all of y'all. If you want to blame somebody, blame the gentleman going to the 420 party.
Yeah, right. You're packed with events that day.
I know. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. No, it's my fault too. It's WrestleMania. Gotta watch that WrestleMania. All right, gang. Y'all have a good next Sunday.
Bye.
Have a good 420. Adios. And hope y'all enjoyed it. And y'all really made my day. Thank you, John W. Davis, for contributing. Thanks, Doughboy of Doom, for watching the movie.
Seriously.
And everybody else. Nate, thank you all. Thank you, Mother Teresa. I can't name everybody, but thanks, everybody. All right. Good night, Doughboy. All right, Angela, why don't you take us home and with our short outro, which I don't even have time to
go run to the bathroom.
All right.
I have to get me a beer and go to the bathroom.
All right. Good night.